So I didn't tell this because I'm not a historian. But let's quickly go to some of the books by our lead speaker today, Fatah. We have collections of books. One of them is After Solemnization of Marriage, What Next? We also have in his collection Essence of Unity in Marriage. We also have Psychology of Marriage. We also have Peace and Conflict Resolution in Islam. We also have in his collection The Virtuous Husband. We also have in his collection Right Steps to a Lasting Marriage. And we also have to Family Happiness and lots more. Why not grab a copy at the backstage and enrich the collection of your library? Okay, so I'll quickly give the microphone back to him. So in a few minutes, quickly give us like an encapsulating remark before we hand over to our prof to also give us a perspective or another dimension. You know, sometimes Allah in the Quran was very clear when he said in Surah Al-Kahf, Al-Mal wal-Banun zinat dunya. In another place again, he said in so we've been talking about couples, but there's also an element in that marriage, if not properly managed, that can make or mar that peaceful home. So Prof is going to be giving us a tip of the iceberg from that point of view as well. Imam to give us an expose again within 5 minutes. I hope our ministry will not distract us. Yeah. So Imam Dr. Abdul Fattah Ibelo. فليتفضل مشكورا.
The Almighty has made a after many and us if you honestly says it's not only when a man tells her husband, Allah must be for me. A man marries a woman and he said, Imam, if you know that I suppose this woman you go some do this, sometimes you will do. Then the man now asks a question, said 20 years. Please mention 10 instances when I've asked you to do something and you do it because I'm the commander. 10 out of that is at least the woman couldn't say anything. I say, ṣe lè gún fún ọkùnrin yìí káti ẹ̀mọ́ tí wọ́n náà dá sí o ti ní tó ṣe ọ̀dá àgbà bẹ́ẹ̀. Now tell us where you are and where this man is. Within those, that means he's taking 2 years together for 1 point. In essence, such a woman has taken the seat, as our speaker has said. That means whatever she says, and the husband is being patient with her. So don't be the kind of a woman. Then two, there was a joke, because I thought it's a joke. There was and give their ATM card. If you have taken the ATM card of your husband, there was a case. The man died about 2 years ago in Ilorin. He was married to 5 women, but only 3 of them were at home. 2 had gone, but they did not. So making 5 that came. Out of those 3, 2 have built their own houses. The man that died had kept collecting the pension, the gratitude and whatever of the husband since the man retired 12 years before his death. And the man will be complaining. They didn't know what was happening. So it was on his deathbed that he now to one of his in-laws who was close to him as a child, that help me beg others. So Lagbaja has taken care, and this woman ahead to ask for money that their father was not taking care of their own children. What happened? The children have really grown up. The last born of our own children is 28, as at the death of the father, and she had 5 children. All the 5 children could not donate anything when the father died. They were. So don't take ATM of your husband. The husband has responsibilities to his family first. Some people sent him to Ileke, some sent him to school. They want something back in their old age. So the husband is not for you alone. And I always warn women, when they say they want to, if I see a woman witch hunting her husband, your husband must have some discussion. If truly outside and to his own family and to friends, there must be instances when you will not know what is communicating. It doesn't mean it's a wayward person. He must have a man that wives must be communicate with the children of life, not knowing what is going on in his mind. Be a bank for all. So don't suspect your husband that anytime he's or he puts a on his phone, it doesn't mean that he is an unfaithful person. It means he's walking like a king would on a throne. Lastly, Allah says in the Quran that when people goes out, listen to the Prophet, they should not go back to their homes. We are the fathers of those children today that are saying they can't marry and suffer. It's part of the training of the feminists. And just like I tell you, of them that finds it difficult to get husband, they have this mentality. I cannot go over in any man's house, and they continue to suffer in their father's house. Please take good care of your men. Don't be a bully. Don't be a bully. It's a way that pays back men that are patient. Plan for your old age and treat your wives well. There is a way that Allah pays back whenever you treat your children very well. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi. Jazakumullah khair. Okay, so we'll quickly open the floor back to Professor Abdulwahab Gabadi in 5 minutes or so, quickly run us through the third party in the home.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah wassalatu wassalam على حبيبك ورسولك محمد المصطفى وعلى وصحبه وسلم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. My first message is to our sisters on behalf of the brothers. I want to sincerely apologize on behalf of our brothers who have not been responsible to their duty at home, and to promise on their behalf that after they've listened carefully to all these lecturers and panelists, they will turn a new leaf. Brothers, am I speaking? Yes, sisters, are you accepting our apology? Sisters, are you accepting our apology? F41 now. The second message, and which is a takeoff from what I've just said, and which is my own advice, especially for marriages that Allah has blessed with children, and these children are doing well. Let us try as much as possible to understand one of this reality under economic reality. The resources are actually meager, and between your personal need and your children need, these resources cannot take care of two at the same time. Once we find ourselves in that shoe, can we sacrifice for our children, which ordinarily we expect them to be apples of our eyes tomorrow? I'm talking of where the needs cannot take care of the two. And I'm saying this one irrespective of whether you are more than one house as a wife. If a house is properly managed, children of that family, if they are well brought up the way it should be, they will still pay back at the right time. So let us look at this scenario very well. Then we have 100,000 coming in. Especially, we need to be very choosy about spending in some months. This is the last day of August. September is a busy spending on children. In your family, why do you allow them to be putting the marriage of your family member in the same month, and they still expect you to contribute to that family? Is that contribution to your family member's marriage, is it a need or a want? These are realities of life that we need to start sitting down and be looking at them carefully. Well, sure, yes, that's the way I want, but that's the reality of life. Yeah, financial experts have told us you have to do budget. I'm just telling you how to build your budget. Yeah. What that translates to is me, yes, and large share, and what they were important. At the tool on lobby medokun, one lower important. More important. About two wood that I require lower more important. I will take Ojulu. mẹ́fẹ̀ẹ̀fà yẹn náà most important. That is the way count. Now I want to tell my guys fact. Ẹlòmíì ò kì í mọ̀ àní ṣebí mi ni mò ń ná gbogbo owó lórí àwọn lórí gbàdára irọ́ ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Owó ṣọ́ra pint ṣọ́ra bra. Ṣọ́ra perfume. Ló ná gbogbo owó. Wọ́n ti ná ẹ̀ náà ń bẹ nínú bùkátà ẹ̀ náà ń bẹ pọ̀. Nínú bùkátà ẹ̀ náà ń bẹ pọ̀ yẹn náà. Bí mo bá fẹ́ ṣe ìwọ náà lè ṣe yẹn náà. We get just like my sister mentioned, why we should embrace appreciation and antidote is very important. You can do some of this analysis. The Omari and Warren, we pay actually. Eba was OP generally rural education and more. Where the Asha Konlewa could they bar economic reality by him, but I find it difficult to understand. For the fact that we go to school, basic, secondary institution, there is no law to indicate you should back. There is no law to say it must be back to back. To back by the basic, or to be secondary, to back by the we must face reality. And by the way, education is different from literacy. To get a more highly paid schools of today is just mere literacy. Number of them do not have any education. Class for education. Ọmọ tó jókòó nínú tó àgbà àtàbáwá látẹ̀kọ̀ láyé mọ́ olú ẹ̀ ẹgbẹ́ abẹ́ ẹ̀ wà ní standing committee. Mo sọ ọ́ ní náà mo sọ ọ́ ní ọ̀ yẹn sí olú ẹ̀ bá mo olú ẹ̀ àdẹ̀ká mọ́tò táwọn sọ yìí tí ó bá wọn àdẹ̀palẹ̀ mọ́. Ibi tí mò ń lọ ní pé my sister mention of comparison and honestly tabale àti that comparison ìyálàgbọ́jà ṣe ṣe wà tí ìyálàgbọ́jà tó bá tẹ̀ wá sọ pé ìyálàgbọ́jà yóò ń ṣe ìyálàgbọ́jà máa ń kà mí náà láti ka Quran ìyálàgbọ́jà máa ń gbàwẹ̀ mí náà láti gbàwẹ̀ máa ń kírun mí náà láti máa kírun ìyálàgbọ́jà máa ń ṣe ta láti máa ṣe tààjú ìyẹn ló yẹ kó business náà ọmọ tó bá fẹ́ let him move forward. Well, you call me professor, but I did not enjoy back-to-back education. I did not enjoy back-to-back education. That mo jáde primary school Timothy more than 3. So èmi fẹ́ lọ straight to secondary school. They join secondary school. Ó lá admission èmi lá admission. Bàbá ní wàásù. Ṣọ́ọ̀bù aṣọ ni bàbá mi ń jẹ. Secondary èmi dẹ̀ wá gba ṣọ́ọ̀bù lọ. Adembale ìyá mi náà ìyá kan náà ló bí bàbá kan náà ló bí ọkàn ẹgbẹ́ báyà yìí ọ̀tọ̀ mẹ́rin ló fẹ́ o. So ìgbàdá dèdè ṣọ́ọ̀bù àwọn ṣọ́ọ̀bù bẹ́ẹ̀ Ọlọ́run dá mi pé wà á spoken láti ilẹ̀. Bàbá kan ló kọ̀ wá ara aṣọ lọ́sọ̀ pé kí lọ́mọ yìí ṣe kó lọ school ni ẹ̀gbọ́n yìí ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wọ school lọ́dún yìí òun náà owó tó wà ní olè ràn méjèèjì. Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé teachers college wà ní ọ̀n sanwó ní bàbá mi ní níbo nìyẹn wà ní òkè bọ́mẹ̀ ọ̀n sanwó ọtí gbà yẹn á lọ school gbà yẹn n tó sọ mí di èrò teachers college nìyẹn. When I went into the teachers' college, I returned back. We are so lucky. I was agency. After your last paper at grade 210, you receive your letter of appointment. To last paper, want to take that at that time they print the posting letter on my posting, and you are placed on grade level 4 because they are married. So when your result is out and you pass, they move you to grade level 5. And that is 2 years later, I went for my NCE. I returned back again. 3 years later, I went for my first degree. And the rest is the story. What we are just trying to paint out that, you see, this back-to-back was frustrating. And the people who can afford back-to-back education, let them go for back-to-back education. If you cannot afford back-to-back education, space it. After all, in family planning, they say we can do child spacing. Why can't you do education spacing? Doctors in the house, apology. If they can do child spacing, then why can't you do education spacing? I'm not saying you should not send your children to school, even though we are only using faith to send them to school because the job is not there. To make them to be educated, but at what rate? So we need to look at this as part of our strategy in managing our finance in this current reality. Finally, let us understand our children. Are they actually, all of them, academically inclined? And I will just wrap up with the story of $10, who just released a book recently about his life. And he picked that aspect. While he was in primary school, he hates academics, right from primary school. He even repeated in class. After finishing, his father took him to secondary school. Secondary school, he attended the same secondary school the son of Dollar attended. They are together, but he didn't love this book. He failed another class during that time. But later, his father established a printing press in Subrule. His father, let me manage your printing press for you. And now I told his father, put me on commission. And he concluded by saying, anybody talks about the origin of Femi the last morning, that's the origin, that commission. And I was in Lagos, University of Lagos, I think at their last convocation, when one of this guy that established GT Bank, I think Fola Adiola, he made something that he just struggled to finish accounting Yabatek. I just struggled to finish it. And immediately he's out, he's not interested. He said, as they are teaching him, all this something, it's not working well with him the way he's looking at it. Yeah. What I'm trying to picture here, if your child is talented, bring that talent up. Bring that talent up. This idea of, yeah, we must go. Let me be honest with you. Most of all my children, maybe one or two, attended Vanguard as secondary school. But honestly, if not because I married more than one wife, I would have stopped from the ego. Because I know that school is draining my finances. But I've already entered one shit. So the time I realized if I stop, then somebody will tell me, so you see, now it's the time of my own child. That's why now I realize it. You don't go. So since I've entered the world, I have to enter it. Finally, transparency. Don't claim that you are transparent. It is your word that will say that you are transparent. meaning that you will act it, see it. Yes, somebody challenged me, Prof, why do you wear this type of cloth? This cloth you see is a transparent model. I know where I was giving this cloth. All my wife requested that I dash it to them. I refused the first one, I refused the second, I refused the other. Then another said, if I don't sew this cloth and wear and let them see it, by all of them see it, they will likely not see that, they will use it as, and they say that this man. So I make sure the first time I have to put it on, and I make sure all my wives say, have you seen it? Have you seen it? You just have to make it as simple as that. Finally, my dear brothers, only my these are the angels in this country. These are the angels currently in this country. But if you do not believe me, you can make your trial. Make your trial. Go and beat them where you want to beat them. Then you go come back. Yeah. Let us keep on managing ourselves. We are trailers. The truck is coming behind pulling, and this is how we shall pull ourselves and enter Jannah, inshallah.
Let us take the Zakullah era. The Allah SWT, Prophet, and the rest of us. I think so we'll be calling it a day and we'll wrap up from here. But before we go, we quickly want to share with us the information we have. We have from the stables of Hajjah Marufullah some natural drinks at the back of the so it has lots of beneficial fruits and antioxidants in them. Okay, so please, as of the all, do yourself a favor, and just like our panelists have said, why not buy something for your wife? Buy them drinks, buy them every other thing, and you start the practice of that blissful home from here. Then the next thing is also that we also want to, please, if you have not been captured in our organization, please do so with the registry. We want a database so that when we have some slides and we can always share on that platform. Please kindly oblige us by registering with the registry if you know you've not been captured at all in any form. Then by October 5th, on Sunday, the first Sunday in October, is just barely months away from now, we're having FCT Abuja Annual State Lecture. It's a way of contributing to topical issues of national discourse from our own perspective. And we hope to have the same Independence, the 14th series at the National Mosque. Please, every individual here is invited. Don't wait for our invitation letter. They sent it on the group, they didn't send to me personally. Please, we are sending to you, we are sending to your colleagues, we are sending to your neighborhood, and we are sending to your family, friends, and kin. Please make a date with us on the Sunday, 5th of October at National Mosque Auditorium. Yes. Okay. It's now my honor and privilege to work on the National Amir TMC Nation worldwide. Person of Hajj, Abdulwasi. We have TMC in public, we have in UK, we have in US, we have in Germany and other parts of the world. So it's the Amir worldwide for the Muslim Congress. It's a privilege to have him here.
I can see that there is a lot of mouth-warming exercise that is ongoing. iṣẹ́ ìyanu. I won't take much of it. So much has been said, but there are three aspects that I just want to emphasize on. Please, I will need our rapt attention. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ nítorí Ọlọ́run. Alákọ̀ọ́kọ́ ń bẹ̀, mo fẹ́ gbọ́ látọ̀dọ̀ àwọn ọkùnrin. Torí pé kò ní sí àǹfààní nínú gbogbo nǹkan tí àwọn àgbààgbà tó wà wájú yìí tí wọ́n sọ. Kò ní sí àǹfààní kó wá ṣe ń pé àwa lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ láì ṣe pé bóyá kí ni nǹkan tó mú tó jẹ́ nǹkan kókó pé méjì. There won't be any benefit at all. That after we've listened to what our fantastic lecturers, the guests, that they have said for more than 2 hours, what is our take home? That's the first thing from the brothers, or from the male corner, just two. Can somebody signify by hand? I want to hear. What is that something that I've taken home? Anybody? Okay, please. Let's make it fast. What have you taken?
Openness and transparency.
Another person? F1B back. Forgiveness. Alhamdulillah. From our sisters, you can just talk at some of our sisters. Okay, from you, please. Yes.
I've learned that love is actually expressed and can be more shown in time of conflict.
Alhamdulillah. Another person? Number 2? Any other person?
I've learned that we should not be comparing our lives with others in our power.
Alhamdulillah. I think I will stop at that. So it shows that we are all listening and we have been a lot. But from my own here, my brothers and sisters, there is one thing I want us to understand, and which is there is no perfect church anywhere in the world. Understand? So, and that is the more reason why they are telling this and this and this and this and that. It is we, the 2 of us, 3 of us, 4 of us, or 5 of us, to work out the marriage. So that is that. So, on this note, I congratulate the Muslim Congress for organizing this program, and to our sisters organization, Minat, that we are working together to organize programs with the Almighty and active for an act of ibadah. On the final note, I want to pray by indulgence that all the books that we have been informed of that are out there, let us try and get a copy. Let us try and get a copy of it so that we can read at a convenient time, so that it's going to be a kind of to refresh memories. Because there are so many things that are said here, we can find the books that will explain it later. That's number 2. Number 3 is that we can also share, and the time we read, we can also give to someone, give to someone so that we can. It's going to be a kind of extending our hands and going to form as a sort of inshallah. Finally, I want to find out that the organizers of the program, I'm sure they will make a copy or maybe the recording of this program ready for us. Let us at our convenient time also try to read and also share with our friends, our colleagues, either they are Muslim or not non-Muslims. Organize here is something that's not supposed to be to this place alone. We should extend it, because there are so many things facing marriages. Wallahi, people are facing so many problems. What we have listened to here, you'll be surprised. Somebody will say, Elijah, thank you that into it. It has a problem. So that is just it. On the final note, I want us to ruminate over it, so that when we get home, let us all say, the change is going to start by who? I mean, let us try. All that we've listened to, let us get to our very soul and make a change, make an amendment, and inshallah Allah is going to make it for us. I pray Almighty Allah accept this from us and of ibadah. May Almighty Allah make us one of the inmates of Al-Jannah and count us those people as going to inherit Al-Jannah for ربنا لا تسلم بعد إذ هديتنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب اللهم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما ربنا إنك رؤوف رحيم اللهم إني النافع طيبة وعملا متقبلا اللهم إني أعوذ بك توبة قبل الموت وراحة عند الموت ورحمة بعد الموت والعافية عند الحساب ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم وبارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد سبحانك وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين صلوا على النبي الكريم.
So please, our takeaways: commitment, love, passion, granting each other peace, and our resolution to ensure that we work together as a couple. Jazakum.